मोहम्मद वाले मोहम्मद। अल्लाहुम्मा सल्ली अला मोहम्मद वाले मोहम्मद। आप बैठ जाए, लगा देगा। पर मोहम्मद वाले मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु सल्ली अला मोहम्मद वाले मोहम्मद।
Imam Hussain, the second child of Imam Ali and Bibi Fatima. After the martyrdom of his elder brother, Imam Hassan, Imam Hussain became the Imam for 10 years. Given the oath of allegiance was the old Arabic practice which was carried out like important matters like governorship. Well-known people would give out the oath of allegiance as a sign of agreement and a obedience to the king, and showing their support for the future action. Breaking the agreement after the oath of allegiance was considered a definite crime. Muawiyah during this time has asked well-known people to give the oath of allegiance to Yazid, but did not impose this request upon Imam Hussain. He told Yazid that if Imam Hussain refused to give the oath of allegiance, he should take it easy because Muawiyah knew the bad consequences of such enforcement. However, because of his egoism and recklessness, Yazid neglected his father's advice, and immediately after taking over power, ordered the governor of Medina to either take the pledge of allegiance from Imam Hussain or send his head to Damascus. After the governor of Medina informed this demand to Imam Hussain overnight moved his family to Mecca. Stay of Imam Hussain in Mecca continued until the season of Hajj. Imam realized that some of his followers of Yazid had entered Mecca as pilgrims with the mission of killing Imam Hussain during the ceremonies of Hajj. In order to safeguard the great sanctuary of Mecca, Imam Hussain decided to leave for Iraq before completing the ceremony of Hajj. When he was asked for the reason for the mysterious departure, Imam Hussain said that he could perform this year's pilgrim in the desert of Karbala, offering the sacrifice of not only his animals, but himself and his family and friends. Giving a short speech in a vast crowd of people, he announced that he was sailing for Iraq and soon he would be martyred. Imam Hussain was determined not to give his allegiance to Yazid and fully knew that he could be killed, but it was not the time to save his life. That moment was the right time to water the fated law of Islam by its blood.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Ya Ali,
Some of the outstanding people of Mecca stood in the way of Imam Hussain and warned him about the danger of the move he was making. But he answered that he refused to pay allegiance to give his approval to a government of injustice entirely. He added that wherever he would go, he would be killed. So he would leave Mecca in order to preserve the respect for the house of God and not to allow disrespect to be destroyed by letting his blood be spilled here. While on the way of Kufa, he received striking news that under the pressure of Yazid's agents, people of Kufa did not support his representatives and turned back, and some of them joined Yazid's army to kill Imam's representatives in Kufa. The city and the surroundings were under very strict martial law of countless soldiers of enemy who were waiting to face their Imam. Approximately 44 miles from Kufa in a desert called Karbala, Imam and his followers were surrounded by the army of Yazid. They cut off the water supply of the household of the Prophet and the companions and the family. Along there were many women and children. For 8 days they stayed in that place under the heat of the sun, and the circle among them narrowed as the number of enemies increased by the number of 30,000 fully equipped soldiers of Yazid. On 10th of Muharram, the war began. That day they fought morning till the final breath, and all the companions and the relatives were martyred. When Imam Hussain was ready to fight, he saw that his 6-month-old baby is dying from thirst. Imam brought his infant near the enemy, demanding some water, saying, "You want me, but not this baby. Take him and give him some water." The words of Imam had not been finished, that the thirst of the baby was quenched by a deadly poisoned arrow from the arrow, which pinned the baby's neck to the arm of his father. Imam threw some of the blood towards the sky, saying, "O Lord, your son has offered whatever you have given me, but bless me by accepting of this sacrifice." Finally, Imam came to the field and fought for a long time and was martyred. army of disease having killing Imam Hussain. Imam Hussain uprooted forever until the day of judgment. He watered the dry garden of freedom with a surging wave of his blood, and indeed he wakened the sleeping Muslim nation.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. माशाल्लाह जय माशाल्लाह।
अब मैं गुजारिश करता हूँ आज के आखिरी स्पीच और मजलिस पे जाकर अहमद जैदी से कि वो आए और मजलिस का इंतजाम करें।
अल्लाहुम्मा सल्ली अला मुहम्मद व